Is this good to eat? Watch and see.
Hi, I'm Shudalu.
Let's end meal prep hell.
All I used was this chart. 7 days, 3 meals a day, and just 60 minutes of prep?
Best bang for your buck.
Take a guess. How much does it cost? You can get all these ingredients at any supermarket.
We've heard Dalu talking about food science all the time. Some dishes sound delicious, but for office workers, there's no time to buy ingredients, let alone all that prep.
So in this episode, we're going to see how much time office workers really have for meal prep. And once it's prepped, it keeps well for a while.
Guys, I know your time is precious, so here's the key. What's the trick to save time?
Let me walk you through this chart.
To me, for a dish to taste good, no matter what you're making, umami is a must. So on the far left is umami, which is essential. Then, for seasoning, there are 4 basic flavors: spicy, sweet, sour, and salty.
Feel free to pick any 2.
Spicy and sweet is perfect. Spicy with sour, a great combo too.
And salty with spicy?
More of a Sichuan style approach. And the main ingredient? Meat or veggies? I'd suggest you pick just one. Because if you try to use both, it'll make things a little trickier. Next is what I think makes a dish more enjoyable. And we call that an add-on. For example, you can add something fragrant as a garnish, or something crunchy, or something with texture, or something chewy. And I always finish with a little fat to round out the flavors so everything comes together. So as long as you understand this chart, you can prep for a whole week, 3 meals a day, and get it all done. It's easy, really.
Okay, my eyes get it now. So how do we use it?
All right, why don't we try it out? We'll use one day's meals as an example.
For breakfast, we'll make a yogurt salad with this chart.
How? It's easy. First, the key. Where does umami come from? We'll use tomatoes for it.
Then ham. Ham's savory umami, plus the tomatoes' fresh umami, work well together.
Those are our 2 sources of umami.
And seasoning. I'd pair sour and sweet.
It's breakfast, so something a little sweet and tangy just lifts your mood.
Hold the spice in the morning. So, for the sour element, we'll use plain Greek yogurt as the base here.
As for sweetness, we know we gotta pick a healthier sweetener, right? We'll use honey. So just mix some honey into the yogurt and that's the dressing. Next, the main ingredient.
We're going with veggies here, right? So we'll add lots of mixed greens.
Or you can just use lettuce, whatever suits you.
Or at hypermarkets like Carrefour, you can find prepackaged mixed greens for grilling.
Just grab a box and you're set. So to finish it off, just add a little crunch, right?
I'd use unsweetened cornflakes, like Kellogg's, and just sprinkle them on top. Lastly, finish with oil. I'd use extra virgin olive oil. And that's it.
That sounds super easy.
Yep, that does the trick.
Next, lunch, right? Well, there's a logic behind it too. For lunch, I stick to this rule. 3 sides and 1 main, all right? As for the carbs, I'd say we save them for dinner. For lunch, we'll start with a cucumber salad. For this dish, I don't smash the cucumbers, so I call it no smash cucumbers. I use cucumbers, baby corn, and scallions. Just blanch the baby corn or microwave it for 90 seconds, and it's done. Chop everything up. That takes care of the veggies.
Next, for umami, I'm actually gonna use a little MSG here.
We need to clear MSG's name.
We'll do an episode just on the link between umami and MSG.
For sourness, we'll add a little lemon juice. If you like, add a little chili oil. So with these 3, 1 adds umami, 1 adds heat, and 1 adds sourness. Mix them well, put the cucumbers and cooked baby corn into a plastic bag, then toss them around. After that, let it sit for 10 minutes to absorb the flavors. After you take it out, add a little crunch, you know? I used scallions, FYI.
But at home, when I made this dish, I used the fried scallions left over from making scallion oil.
Well, 'cause they were crispy, you know? Or you can just chop up some scallions and toss them in. Then finish with a little cold-pressed peanut oil, all right?
Use regular one if you don't have it.
Peanut oil has a nutty flavor. For this dish, I would usually make enough for 4 or 5 meals at a time, and just keep it in the fridge. Scoop some out and drain it a bit, then pack it in your lunchbox. It becomes one of your lunch side dishes, or even a late-night snack. If you're having a beer, scoop some out. The beer's the unhealthy part anyway, so I make the snack with veggies. Cucumbers and baby corn do sound a little healthier, so that's something. For the second side dish, we're using a bagged salad. As the name suggests, it's also made in the plastic bag. Where does the umami come from? The tomatoes already have it. For this one, we've got spicy, sweet, sour, and salty. Why all 4 of them? Mainly because, well, who doesn't have a few leftover instant noodle seasoning packets at home, right? Just use those. Put the seasoning powder and tomatoes in a bag, then shake it up. As for aroma, well, I'm pretty sure the seasoning powder already smells great, right? So that part's covered. As for the fat, I'd add a little extra virgin olive oil. I wouldn't use sesame oil here, or toasted sesame oil, because it's kinda Chinese style. We could use something more Western to make the flavors pop a little. As for why the notes say to add a little brown sugar here, well, I'm from Tainan. Hope that makes sense. We all think adding a little sugar will make it taste better, you know? So that's the second side dish. This one also works as a beer snack. After all, it's seasoning powder. Next thing up, let's try add some fiber. I'll make some greens with sesame dressing. It's a cold dish. Now that it's getting colder, you can probably find spinach. If spinach isn't an option for you, maybe they're too expensive or not tasty, just use sweet potato leaves or choy or bok choy. They all work. And sesame dressing? Just the store-bought Japanese kind. I'd add a little hot sauce too. You can just use Tabasco or, sriracha. Or mincheng fermented chili sauce. It works too. Or a little doubanjiang. Just don't add too much. Mix it in. You only want a slight kick. Literally any fermented hot sauce brings umami. The sesame dressing has got MSG in it, so it adds umami too. Then there's the hot sauce, so that adds heat. And the sesame dressing has sweet and sour notes, so that covers it. After blanching the greens, now we put them in a bag and just toss them, all right? Well, what do we add next? Let's see. Sesame, right? Lots of them. Go heavy on it, okay? I think that crunch with the green's natural sweetness makes a great combo. So for the add-on, we're going to use some crunchy, fragrant sesame. And for the fat, just add a little sesame oil or black sesame oil instead, all right? Now that we've covered 3 sides, let's move on to the main. For the main, I'd suggest buying sous vide chicken breast. Get the plain, unseasoned kind. Slice it up to make mouth-watering chicken. It's not exactly authentic, so when people try it, they go, "Whose mouth-watering chicken is this?" So that's what I call it. But it does taste good. I'm sure you'll like it. So 2 packs of sous vide chicken breast? Make sure to get some peanut butter and sriracha sauce and mix them together. You probably already have XO sauce at home, maybe mooched from your parents or just a jar sitting in your own kitchen. So mix the peanut butter and sriracha sauce, then stir in some XO sauce. That gives it a great mouth-watering chicken vibe, or just call it Dan Dan chicken, whatever. Basically, it's spicy and sweet with a little umami too, all right? As for the meat part, we'll use chicken breast. Since XO sauce has shredded dried scallop and other seafood, it adds a bouncy, chewy bite. The texture is great. So the add-on here is chewiness. Finish with a little Sichuan peppercorn oil. Or, if you want more heat, add some chili oil. Okay, that takes care of the fat. And that's it. Lunch sorted. And if you make extra, it's not just for lunch, right? It works for dinner too. That works just fine. Now the third dish. We're having takikomi gohan for dinner. And here's the logic behind it. The umami comes from the shiitake soaking liquid and some han dashi, Just add it in when you cook the rice. That'll take care of the umami we need in this dish, all right? If you have mirin at home, add a little mirin. Takikomi gohan tastes best with a little sweet and savory. So the sweetness, umami, and saltiness are all covered. Then the meat part. I'd also dice up some ham and cook it with the rice. For the veggie side, the shiitake soaking liquid adds mushroom flavor. Then I'll add fresh king oyster mushrooms, plus woodier mushrooms or chestnuts. They're all great for fall and winter. And they all hold up well when cooked. When you make takikomi gohan, the usual rice to water ratio is 1:1, right? But for this takikomi gohan, use a 1:0.9 ratio instead. Use a little less water, because your veggies will all release water, so it all balances out. As for the rice, a firmer variety that holds up well is ideal for takikomi gohan. As for the add-ons, for a crisp touch, I'd recommend shueli hong. The great thing about it is that you can add it in at the end. It means you can add more or less depending on the taste you're going for. It's salty, so if it needs more seasoning, mix in a bit more. It adds texture too. If the flavor's just right, use a little as a garnish, and that's fine. Finish with a little sesame oil, and dinner's done. As for a late-night snack, we'd suggest you go watch our chicken soup and ramen episodes. Since you're here, hit subscribe. And since you subscribe now, right? Hit share too. And if you shared it, leave me a comment if you like this video.
Awesome. In this episode, we used some logic behind meal prep. Do you like those cooking tips? Let us know below.
If videos like this give you that light bulb moment when you cook, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And I hope you'll join us as we keep using an engineer's mindset to unpack every secret on the table. I'm Shu Dalu. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.